and welcome to Afrocentric. Afrocentricity is about the social, historical, cultural, and spiritual development of people of African descent. In the next half hour, we'll feature an authentic African fashion show. I'll be talking with two local entrepreneurs about African apparel. We'll have an exciting performance from the West African Dance Ballet. First up on Afrocentric, we'll have a look at a variety of garments from a local fashion designer making a name in the fashion industry, plus hairstyles, courtesy of C&C Beauty Factory. Less than a year ago, my first guest decided to pursue their lifelong dream of owning their own business. After contemplating for some time, this Clearwater couple decided that Pinellas County was the perfect place to launch their African clothing line. Joining me now, Bobby and Loretta Mitchell, owners of Kumba Passions. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Before we begin, let's take a look at our first set of models who will be draped in traditional African wear.
First up, we have Donna. Donna's wearing a two-piece pants casual outfit in the vibrant colors of gold, blue, burgundy, and black. As you can see, the outfit's a one-size-fits-all. It has embroidery at the bottom and around the neckline. These outfits can be worn for casual, sports, evening wear, leisure wear. Next up, we have Shirley. Shirley's wearing a two-piece skirt outfit. It has embroidery around the waistline and around the neckline. She's also wearing a head wrap that is commonly worn in Africa by the ladies.
What does the head wrap mean in the African outfits?
It's called a galette. The men mostly in Africa wear the kufis or the fez, but the ladies are very well common known for wearing the galettes, head wraps. Next up, we have Andre. Andre is wearing a two-piece. Actually, it's a three-piece. He's not wearing the cap to go along with it. He has that in his pocket, but it's a two-piece casual traditional pant set. And it also has the embroidery around the ankles and around the neckline.
Most of the outfits are real colorful. Is color a very important part of African clothing, or will you find more solid outfits as well?
No, you don't find very few solid outfits. You find a lot of the prints and the vibrant colors. The African fabric is very well known for its vibrant colors that they show in each of the fabrics that's coming out. Next up, we have Rachel, and Rachel is wearing a three-piece skirt with a large tunic top, the embroidery around the neckline, and also a galette head wrap.
Bobby, it seems most of the men's wear is comfortable also, and most of it is two-piece outfits. Are there any one-piece outfits as far as men's clothing is concerned?
Well, there are some one-piece, Ron, but basically you would have the two-piece, and you notice how they flow and everything's very comfortable in the one-size-fits-all. It's very comfortable wear.
Where would people wear these type outfits?
Anywhere. That's the glory of it. We're trying to introduce this to this Pinellas County area that these outfits aren't costumes. A lot of people refer to them as costumes, but they really are casual wear, dress wear, formal wear, as you'll see later on in the segment, that can be worn to office attire, parties, concerts, out to dinner, wherever you feel comfortable wearing any other type of clothing.
This is a very attractive outfit. Tell us about this.
Now, this is a two-piece skirt set. It has the embroidery around the neckline and the elastic in the waist, so it can stretch if you want to wear it out to dinner. You don't have to worry about it being a little too snug for you.
Okay, let's get right into it. Let me ask you a few questions. You guys are native Clearwaterans? You guys are native to Clearwater?
Yes, we are.
Well, what convinced you that an African clothing line could succeed in this area?
Well, basically, in living, we both grew up in the area, and just seeing what the community is doing, the transforming of the community as far as being more aware of what's going on around them, that they're getting involved in their roots and going back to find out basically where they came from.
How did you guys come up with the name Kumba?
Well, it came from the 7 principles of Nguzo Saba. Kumba stands for creativity, and that's what I'm trying to do, is introduce my creativity as far as showing the different clothing and how they can be worn and expressed in different ways in everyday life, not as just a costume, as so many people refer to it as.
Well, talking to you over the past couple of months, you told me that you're dressed in your African attire at work. How do your co-workers react to you coming in to work with your African clothing on?
Very exciting. I work out in the public. My office, we have several people coming in throughout the day, and I'm right out front in the lobby, so I am one of the first people that you see when you come into our office. And the clients, along with the co-workers, they're very excited about the different clothing. And it's the one good thing that I'm trying to express to the public, that it's not a thing about color, it's just a thing about clothing. It can be worn by anyone, and our clientele so far has been a multicultural clientele, which is exactly what we're hoping to do.
Well, one of the most important fabrics in African clothing is the kente cloth. Can we go into the history of the kente cloth?
Well, that would take a lot of time. Just briefly, the kente was the royal fabric worn by the kings and queens. The more design you saw within the kente represented as much wealth that you carry personally.
Okay. Comfort is always important in the design of African clothing. Let's take a look at Kumba's casual and sportswear look.
First up, we have Donna, and Donna's wearing a long skirt with a split up the back. It's a halter top with a kufi hat to match.
Well, you wouldn't see any of the splits in native Africa. That says well for your incorporating the European style into your clothing.
But
is
you
that
would.
an important aspect of what you do?
Yes, it is, but you would also see the splits in traditional outfits also. Yes, you would. And next up, just to show you how you can wear it for fun, Rachel is wearing a pair of jean shorts with an oversized African print top.
And you can see that it's real comfortable. She has on some blue jean trousers, and like we spoke about earlier, comfort is one of the important aspects in African clothing.
This you can easily wear to a baseball game or out in the park or just for a leisure walk or just relaxing by the pool, whatever your heart desires. Next up, we have Shirley, and Shirley's wearing a very casual, sporty short set that is unisex. It can be worn by men or female.
And Rachel is a fuller size model, and a lot of your clothing seems to be one size fits all, and that makes it that much more attractive for the buyers.
Exactly. This is Shirley, and yes, Shirley is. She's wearing an outfit that can be worn by a size anywhere from a size 10 on up to a size 15, 16 comfortably. Next up, we have Andre. Andre is our youngest male model we have. He's a teenager. He's sporting an outfit, shorts outfit, in the red, black, and green, which represents the African colors.
Plus, he has an X on, which is very popular these days with the resurgence of the Malcolm X phenomenon. So, you know, it shows that your African clothing is keeping up with today's fashion.
Exactly what we're trying to do. And here we have Rodney also wearing a red, black, and green short set with the almighty Air Jordan on the back. Sporting his telephone so that he won't miss those important phone calls that I'm sure he gets quite a few of. Yes, but all those athletes out there, there's the basketball player, Air Jordan, Michael Jordan in the back of him.
Bobby, let's talk about this. This outfit seems to be has more of a maternity look.
Well, it has a comfort look to it. It's more of the sundress look, comfort, that 4th of July picnic that you would find someone wearing something like this, or just for basically any casual occasion that you might invite in kind of pool party or what have you. Notice that the Mother Earth colors that it carries with the green and the gold that blend together very well here.
Next up on Afrocentric, a performance filled with energy, beauty, and cultural significance. It is my pleasure to introduce one of the most captivating dance groups I have ever had the pleasure of seeing, the Zundu Dole Dancers.
There is a mighty spirit shining out.
In Salisbury, Maryland, the hungry are being fed. In Wind Falls, Indiana, a man who learned to read at 47 is making sure others learn earlier. In Hope, New Mexico, people turned an abandoned school into a thriving community center. In Boston, Massachusetts, neighbors set up a crime hotline that's making their streets safer. From Seattle to Galveston, from Buffalo to Fargo, every day, someone in America is doing something to light up another life. But there is so much more to do. The light to do it is within us all. We only need to share it. Contact the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Welcome back to Afrocentric. Joining me now on the set, the internationally renowned Malik Sow and Jay Henson of the Dundu Dole West African Dance Ballet. Thanks for coming. What was that exciting dance we just saw?
Well, we just performed a dance from Senegal entitled Kuku. The dance comes from the 13th and 14th and 15th century Malian empires in West Africa. And the dance Kuku is done to celebrate good fortune amongst the people. Anytime someone has good fortune, they want to share it with the community, their family, and their friends. They perform this happy dance called Kuku. And the steps of the dance imitate the happy bird, which is also called the cuckoo bird. And before they perform, usually there's a meal prepared that they share amongst the community, and that meal is called couscous. And one of the reasons why we've been doing it in this area is because it promotes happiness and good fortune, and it's a community, a nice community dance.
Okay, Malik, tell me about the name Dundu Dole, and what does it mean?
Dundu Dole in Wolof language means life force. So we had that name long time since we started our dance group in New Jersey.
In most African dance routines, you see a lot of drums. Tell me the importance of drums in African dancing.
The drum we use right now has different purposes. We have this drum is used for communication, for healing, and for enjoyment.
Okay. What other types of projects are you involved in?
We're doing classes every Saturday in Clearwater.
Okay.
To the
Martin Luther King Center.
And also, I'm training the Kumba dance in Tampa, and we have a big project coming in June 27 that we're going to combine Dundu Dole and the Kumba dance in the Tampa Theater. The things you just saw right now, it was just a warm-up, and if you want to see more dance, African dance, more communication, more happiness, please come all together for the community and support Dundu Dole and the Kumba dance in Tampa Theater, June 27th.
Okay. Jay, how many groups in this area are doing this type of dancing?
Well, as far as I know, for Pinellas County, you have Dundu Dole, and as Malik indicated, we have Kumba dancers in Hillsborough County. And then you have a company in Gainesville and a couple of companies in Miami.
Okay. Let's discuss one of the big gatherings of this type of dancing, the National African Dance Conference. What happens at those type events? How many different African dance groups can you expect to see at those type gatherings?
We expect to have a lot of them. Depends how the contact is going to be done. If they are advised earlier, I think we're going to collect enough group of African dancers, because in the community in all United States we have quite a few of African dancers.
Dundu Dole and Kumba fashions, they usually appear together. What's the correlation between African fashions and African dance?
Well, African dance and African fashions are correlated because oftentimes the attire reflects the lifestyles and the habits of the people. So just as it did in the old Malian Empire, so does it today. It also reflects the types of lifestyles and the things that we're doing.
Okay, Malik, I hear that you're in Hollywood. You're appearing in a couple of motion pictures. How's that coming, and how did that come about?
That come pretty good. I have to be back in Los Angeles for the premiere of the Poetic Justice of Janet Jackson coming in July 23rd. And right now I'm doing a training because I get the job for the next coming movie of John Singleton in September, and things are going pretty good.
I'd like to thank you a lot, Malik and Jay, for appearing on Afrocentric.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Glamour, elegance, and beauty are all staples of Kumba Fashion's dresswear. Let's take a look at our beautiful models adorned in Kumba's dresswear.
First up, we have Rachel. Rachel is wearing a three-piece suit, a yellow skirt with a small split at the back, and the Afrocentric top to match, with a kufi also in the African print. Rachel is wearing a suit that can be worn to church, to office, or any other afternoon event that you would like to attend.
What is the material of the skirt?
The material of the skirt is called chintz, C-H-I-N-T-Z, and it has a leather look to it. I call it our Florida leather because it just gets too hot here to wear the real thing. Next up we have Shirley, and Shirley is wearing a two-piece suit also, with a skirt and jacket, and a black plain tunic top underneath. As you can see, this suit can be worn anywhere. It's comfortable, and it's also done in the Senegal print.
The print is really, really beautiful. What's the history of that print?
That print is also a Senegal print, and it's from the, it's more of the, you have different prints. Some of it is more the flat wear, and that's more the shinier wear. It's called the
fancy print.
The
that's
fancy
the
print.
Message.
And Donna, here we have Donna. Donna's wearing one of the formal outfits. And it's a long black and gold evening gown, which is also from the Senegal prints. Most of my fabric that you'll see is all from Senegal. And this is also from the fancy print line. It has more of a shiny, shimmery gloss to it. And here we have Adriel wearing the same print, just in a little bit different design, just to show you the versatile about it.
It's very nice. You notice the rose in front there, Ron, how it was done. Very nice design by Loretta, would you say?
Yes, I mean, those are very, very attractive. I think they're very elegant. I think most women can even get married in this type of outfit.
Oh, absolutely. I would love it. Here in Clearwater, I haven't seen an African wedding yet, but when you visit several of the other cities, you will see that.
Oh, definitely.
Notice Andre here and the vest and tie of the Senegal material with again the Mother Earth colors that he represented here with a black suit. And notice again another design of Loretta with no collar really on the suit itself. They're very, very nice, I think. And here we have both Andrea and Donna joining Andrea again here.
And you can see how they can alternate different styles with the same print, and that's very impressive for Kumba Fashions to have that type of versatility.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would like to thank my guests, Bobby and Loretta Mitchell, Malik So, and Jay Henson. Also thanks to the Vision Cable crew, with a special thanks to Andy Pollack for helping me put this special show together. We will leave you with another look at Dundudole dances. I'm Ron Essett saying the color of the skin is no way connected to the strength of the mind. Bye-bye.